I lost a little hope and a little faith in what probably should have been the right thing. But again, each of us had to vote our convictions.
Chairman Dr. Robert Franklin, moments after the vote, disappointed in how the decision played out. The board approving the application from the Archdiocese of Oklahoma City and Diocese of Tulsa for the St. Isidore of Seville Virtual Charter School, a Catholic school funded by taxpayer dollars. The statewide Virtual Charter School Board denied their application back in April. Monday, we heard those changes in 8 areas, dealing with curriculum, technology, and special education needs. Another concern, the legal aspect. Is it constitutional to allow religious-based schools to receive public funding?
So, Katie Petrick, last week we did a story out of Arizona, and I said, what if this was a Christian or a Catholic school? In Arizona, they had there it is, queer middle school. They opened a queer middle school, and they're using taxpayer-funded vouchers. That's in Arizona. Serve Our Youth. They're going to have a lot of rainbows there.
1 in 10 is the organization.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing in Arizona. Now we got Oklahoma kind of reversing the tables in a way and putting a religious school, a Catholic school, funded by tax dollars. And now the new update to this, here's the twist. There's a lawsuit filed not against the queer middle school, but against the first religious charter school in the U.S., and that's the Oklahoma State Superintendent responded to this. It's the St. Isidore of Seville Catholic Virtual School, which is the lawsuit coming against that. Katie, your thoughts? This is interesting. We could see this happening.
Oh, I was
we
just going to say,
predicted it.
I didn't see this coming.
I'm not a prophet. You're not a prophet.
No.
Because we work for a nonprofit, for one thing.
This is number one. Yeah, that's true. That's a true story. Yeah. When you pointed that out last week, and it's like, yep, it's always in the back of your mind. Well, if they're doing it, then what happens on the other side of things?
Yep.
And so now you got this hot mess that we call, as we've been calling it, the hot mess education system. What will happen in this? The queer middle school, everyone will be like, oh, it's just fine. The kids are getting educated. Everyone is going to fight and go against what's happening in Oklahoma. Yeah. But let's take a look at what's this lawsuit actually included.
The Archdiocese has every right to run a private religious school on its own dime, like many such schools across the state. But that is a far cry from a state-approved public school, which must be non-religious and open to all and funded directly with taxpayer dollars.
In June, the Oklahoma State Virtual Charter School Board voted 3-2 to approve an application from the Archdiocese to create St. Isidore's Catholic Virtual School. The lawsuit says it's clear the school would not be open to all.
As a pastor, I care deeply about religious freedom. It protects our right to practice the religion of our choice or no religion at all. Creating a religious public charter school is not religious freedom. Forcing taxpayers to fund a religious school that, as they openly admit, will be a place of evangelicalization for one specific religion is not religious freedom.
You saw it in the first news package when they talked about how, they made the changes. They had to make changes. The school had to make changes to get it approved. This is why you shouldn't take taxpayer dollars. This is why parochial schools,
you have to jump through hoops.
You are at the mercy of the government. Then they will dictate to you what needs to be taught. They will tell you, and this is why you can't. And I get it, because otherwise, how are you going to get kids into the seats? Because it takes so much money, and you can't have the parents paying thousands and thousands of dollars for a K-12 education. That you want them to get a good Christian education, but it takes money. This is where we have to have strong churches that can come alongside their schools. We don't have that right now for the most part. So then we have to have, or I guess basically these schools are now begging the government to give them money.